What up, my madness society? It is your host with the most, Shadow Loke, back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. It's absolutely free. You help my channel get into the algorithm. I highly appreciate it. If you go ahead and do that. It's free. It don't cost anything. Join the madness society. Now, I know we've been talking a lot about, gang subjects on this channel. But like I said, I'm suspended from my other channel for a week. So I decided to, talk about the topics right here, right? For the past days, I've been getting asked this question a lot, you know. Right, individuals saying, what are my thoughts on, what's happening, behind the walls, right? Between, certain groups or whatever. Now on my channels, I don't speak about incarceration. On neither one of my channels. There's just certain things that are not made for the internet, right? There's certain conversations that shouldn't be discussed on the internet, right? And this is one of those conversations that shouldn't be on the internet, right? For sure. Now the reason why people could talk about whatever they want on the internet, right? And on their channel, right? It's freedom of speech. They have the freedom to do whatever they want, right? Now I advise that it's probably not the best idea, but people are willing to deal with consequences and for their actions, you know what I mean? Because certain individuals don't like people playing with certain things, right? Now the reason why I just don't touch on it right here on my channel is because these kind of conversations are a majority of the subscribers are not gang related at all, right? But they're interested in the life, right? And when you talk about topics like this, ongoing stuff that's happening right here, and you have a bunch of people who are not a part of this life, voicing their opinion or picking sides, in the comments and stirring the pot is crazy, bro. You know what I mean? Because people turn stuff into racial issues, and then people just start now, this thing starts taking a life of its own, right? Right, because they're like, oh, it's between brown and blacks. No, it's not. It's between two groups of organizations, right? From the streets. This is not a black and brown thing, right? Because people will be like, it's because Sureños are racist and what. Strange. I didn't realize Sureños were attacking, these blacks that are working or just randomly in the streets who have nothing to do with the street life, right? Are they attacking those blacks? Like, any black person that they see randomly? No, right? They choose to attack those who represent either, gang ties to them, Crip, Bloods, or whatever, right? That's who all these groups, that are clashing, they're not jumping or rushing them because they're Mexican. They're rushing them. If that was the case, they would rush any Mexican, right? But they choose to rush the ones who align themselves with certain organizations, right? Same with the blacks, right? They're not attacking random blacks. They're attacking blacks who stand with these organizations, right? These groups. Now, people could say, nah, that's not true because in the streets, random people get jumped. Sometimes people, goes to their heads, they're in the kind of the moment and they assume that people are from certain gangs. But it goes back to what I said. They didn't jump them because they were black. They jumped them because they thought that they belonged to one of these groups. So this is not a black and brown thing, right? So for everyday normal people, right? Black people who are not gang related and Mexican people who are not gang related to be in the comments and picking sides and dissing each other. Oh, well, you blacks are like this, or no, well, you browns are like this, and it's like, what the hell is going on right here, bro? This has nothing to do with none of you guys, bro, at all. This is between factions and stuff like that. Nothing to do with you everyday people, bro. So for you guys to be getting worked up and now making it a racial issue, like if it's a black and brown thing, is ridiculous. And this is why topics like this should be left off the internet, right? Because you have a lot of individuals who assume stuff, right? Or can separate the things, and then this shit ends up, becoming more than what it is. No disrespects to, people and stuff like that, but it's the honest truth, bro. Like, Were you there? Do you know the full story? Do you know what really happened? You know, how it really went down? Do you know what's going to happen? Do you know the outcomes and all that? This is information that people don't know. It's stuff that you may hear, but it's not facts, right? Because you weren't there and you're not there. So for you to come on here and to assume and spread stuff is ridiculous, bro. That's why I choose not to talk on those topics. I wasn't there, bro. I'm not there, bro. I don't know what the hell, what happened. How am I going to talk? I wasn't there, bro. So why am I going to bring this now? Two individuals, right? Who, a majority of them don't have no connections to the streets, right? And now having people in the comments making this a black and brown thing, bro. If anything, helping it become a black and brown thing. For people who want to talk about that, they're trying to unite the two groups. You know what I mean? But that's the problem, bro. That is this is not gonna affect everyday black folks and everyday brown folks who are civilians, who are working on a day-to-day, going about their business. They don't give a damn what beef Southerners and Crips and Bloods and all that have with each other, bro. They don't even like gang members. They don't even like the gangster life in general. They think that, well, good, let them kill each other. So for people to try to rally up their races, their ethnicities, behind these kind of things is mind-baffling, bro. You get what I mean? And to always make it a racial thing, right? Because everybody knows how the street life works, right? And everything. This is nothing new, bro. This is not, oh my God, can you believe this occurred? Like, well, yeah, that's pretty much how it has worked since forever. So why are we acting like this is something new? That's why I tell people, stay out of the streets, educate yourself, because you don't want to deal with this bullshit. So for people to act like if they didn't know that this kind of stuff occurs, is ridiculous, bro. And that's why I choose not to, talk about those, conversations. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, good. Right? Because it doesn't concern people. So I know people want me to go into specifics of what happened or what am I talking about, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just here, to pretty much break it down on how something could be misconstrued, right, and turn into something else, right, because individuals choose to jump the gun or choose to talk about stuff that maybe they shouldn't be talking about, on here. I get it, content creators and stuff like that, but there's just some stuff that is better left if it's not put out there, because of the repercussions it could potentially have, right? Or out of hand, right? Because, it's not going to affect everyday folks, and that's literally their business, those individuals, the individuals that are involved or whatever. So this has no concern with everybody else. But overall, those are just my opinions, my thoughts, just think stuff through and, before, you talk and, really don't try to inject yourself into the streets if you're not a part of the streets. You get what I mean? Saying Shadow Leon.